Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. I'm Manpreet from Coventry in West Midlands, and I'm 21 years old now. So basically, I went to BOSS camp, British Organisation of Sikh Students, that camp in the summer, and also went to 2 other mini little camps, and those were the best times of my life, and I just wanted to experience that again, because I felt that I only experienced like a sense of fulfillment when I'm sat in the Darbar Sahib and the Kirtan. That's the only time that I would actually feel fulfilled. Every other thing in the world has like still leaves a void inside. But this like makes everything complete. It was amazing, but I feel like it was too short, because like the bliss is like it's been blissful every single day, but I feel like I want it more. Like I don't want to leave. I want this to carry on for a while and to let lessons actually sink in before I leave, because I feel like what I did with the other camps is I learned so much, but then I gradually forgot it, and I feel like I'm going to do it again. But this time I've tried to make notes and actually give myself some guidance about what I'm going to do once I leave. I feel like the further back I go, the less connection there is, whereas the further near the front, like so yesterday I was near the front, wasn't quite behind the Kirtanis, but you can feel like the vibration, not like the vibration as in spiritual vibrations, but it's like physically like the tabla and like the vajra, you can feel the vibrations and you can hear their voices just like piercing through you, and it's like that's beautiful. And like sitting behind the Kirtanis today, it was beautiful. It was just the best thing. I never liked cutting my hair, but my parents and like everyone else was like, oh, you gotta cut your hair because you gotta go to school, you gotta look nice, and like how you gonna go to work looking like that? But I never cared. But then what I realized was so many things in my life I've grown up like living in dissonance, and I feel like that's the most uncomfortable thing you can ever feel. And it's like I believe one thing but I act another way, and it didn't make sense. So then I just started to like align myself with more of what I believe in. So then I was like, if I don't care about how I'm perceived by people, then it doesn't make sense for me to cut my hair to get their approval. And it started like that, and I guess it was also a Sikhi thing. So when I went to uni, I learned about Sikhi because I never really knew much of before that. And I guess just from the Sangha, just from being around people who were blessed with Amrit and things, I also just got influenced and wanted to be like them because they're amazing people. And another thing was happened. I had a dream earlier in the summer, and basically what happened was I was in a hairdresser and they cut my hair, and I started crying and I wanted them to stop, and then I woke up crying, and then I was like, I never want to experience that again. And I was so happy, I was so relieved that my hair was still there, but I never had a conscious reason to say, oh look I want my hair for this reason. It just happened. Yesterday's Diwan, I think, Bible Jeet Singh's Katha, because like his pyar, when he expresses like the Sakhi of the Char Sahibzade, it was beautiful. And then the Bir Ras Kirtan by Rajan Singh, like that was like immense. And I feel like even if I listened to something like that online, it would never be the same as sitting in that room, like where the whole atmosphere, everyone in the room was like alive, everyone was crying at the Sakhi, and like it was immense. Like I never experienced anything like that in my life. Like even at the other camps I've been to, it was never to that level. So this is my new favorite like highlight of camps. Come, like there's no point in doubting. Like if you think that, so let's say you didn't even like, you end up coming and you didn't like it, you're better off knowing that rather than just sitting and then in a year you'll think, why didn't I just come to Basis Camp? And I've heard it from so many people, especially about getting blessed with Amrit, like in that situation. They're always like, why didn't I do it earlier? That's the only regret they have. I felt like the same with camps. Like I wish that when I started uni, when I started learning about Sikhi, I would come to camp, because like it's amazing. Like I would have progressed so much more, so much quicker, if I came to the camps and experienced this bliss. I think inside you know the real answer. I think a lot of the time we live in denial because of our ego. It's like because we don't want to change, which is why we sometimes ignore what's right there, what Guruji is telling us, because we don't want to know. But sometimes it just takes Sangat or just even one person to just say some words to you and like break that and make you realize what you really want. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ